Hi. Right now I'm going to read with you chapters 7 and 8 in Ready Freddy. Help! A vampire's coming! So, Freddy has some bad nightmares about vampires, okay? And he's tried many things to make his dreams go away. But now he's just going to try to lock his window, okay? So here's chapter 7. Lock him up! I couldn't wait to get home and test the lock on my window. Hey, Mom, I'm home, I yelled as I dashed up the stairs. Freddy, is that you? She called from her office. Yeah, I'll be in my room. Okay, I'll be up in a bit. I just need to make a few more phone calls. I threw open my door, dumped my backpack on my bed, and ran to the window to check the lock. Just my luck. It was rusty and loose. So he's saying bad luck, okay? And definitely not strong enough to keep that vampire out. I plopped down on my bed and stared at the ceiling. I hit my forehead with the palm of my hand and mumbled, think, think, think. I turned toward my dresser, and that's when something shiny caught my eye. That's it! I jumped up and grabbed my tool belt. I can't believe I didn't think of this before. Nails! Nails were better than a lock any old day. I could just nail my window shut. The vampire would never get through that. I didn't want my mom to hear the pounding. Boom, boom. So I turned my CD player on real loud. So it's playing loud music. Then I hooked my tool belt around my waist and got to work. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang. I must have hammered in about 40 nails. I think his mom and dad are not going to be happy. I wanted to make sure there were no cracks where a vampire could slip through. There, that ought to do it, I said proudly. Let's see you try to get through that, you stupid vampire. Chapter 8. Scratch, scratch. That night, I whistled a little tune. As I put on my pajamas, I smiled real big. Those vampires would never get me now. There was a knock on my door. I jumped. Freddy, are you ready for your bedtime story? It was just my dad. Yeah, Dad. What should we read? Can you read me one of the stories from my fairy tale book? How about Dracula's Castle? Nah. How about the one with the knights and dragons? My dad found the book and started reading. Once upon a time, scratch, scratch, there was a horrible dragon, scratch, scratch. Do you hear that? My dad asked. Hear what? I said. Scratch, scratch. There it is again. It sounds like something is scratching at your window. My heart started beating real fast. Thump, 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 thump. I heard it. I didn't want my dad to go near the window. So I said, I don't hear anything, Dad. But this time the noise got louder. Scratch, scratch. What on earth? My dad said. He got up and started walking toward the window. No! I screamed as I leaped off the bed, trying to land on my dad's back and tackle him to the floor before he could reach the window. Oomph! I missed and landed face first on the floor. My dad pulled up the shade to look outside, and that's when he saw the tree branch that had been hitting my window. But he also saw the nails, all 40 of them. And boy, was he mad. His eyes popped out, and his face was bright red. Freddy! Alan Thresher! He screamed. What did you do? I looked up from the floor where I had landed. Don't be mad, Dad. I sniffled as tears rolled down my cheek. Just then, Susie and my mom came running into my room. Oh boy, you're in big trouble now, Susie said. My mom just stood there with her mouth hanging open. Then she turned to my father. I told you not to get him that tool belt for his birthday. He's too little. Freddy, I want an answer this minute. Why in the world would you do something like this? I started sobbing. The vampires, blood, the window, chasing me. Jessie said garlic, stinky. No locks. They're going to get me. What? What? Freddy, come here, my mum said. She stretched out her arms toward me. I got up and sat down next to her on the bed, and she hugged me tight. I think I know what this is all about. Honey, are you having nightmares? Yes, I said and sniffled. Well, why didn't you tell us? I didn't want you to think I was a baby. We would never think that. You know, my dad said. He had calmed down now, and his face wasn't so red. Susie used to have nightmares too when she was your age. Really? I said, looking up at Susie. Oh, no. Susie, said my dad. Well, maybe a little, she nodded. Well then, how did you make them go away? Should we tell him our secret? Dad said, turning to Susie. Yeah, let's tell him the secret. It looks like he needs them. Them, okay, said Susie. Needs what? I asked. Them, they answered together. The Dream Police. The who? The Dream Police. Who are they? Well, you see, when Susie was your age, she had really, really bad nightmares too. So we called the Dream Police. And they've been protecting her room ever since. Cool, I said excitedly. What do the Dream Police do? Well, said Susie, when you go to sleep, they stay up all night and are on the lookout for nightmares. If they see one, they shoot it with their toilet plunger shooter, tied up with their huge, gigantic nightmare-catching net, and then spray it with their special vanishing spray and vaporize it. Goodbye. We can talk more in the morning, my dad said, but right now I want you to get some sleep. Thanks, guys. I feel much better. Good night. Sweet dreams, they all said, and left the room. I snuggled under my covers, closed my eyes, and thought, okay, Dream Police, do your stuff. I wonder if the Dream Police are going to work. Liars! I think maybe the Dream Police are not going to work. Okay, take care.